Good Monday morning. Hope you had a great weekend and that your week is off to a good start. If you were like me, though, and that alarm clock going off this morning made you not too excited to begin another work week, hopefully watching today's show will put a smile on your face because we're kicking things off once again out here on our back porch, and our good friend Taylor Hickson from the Humane Educational Society has headed our way. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. It's a busy time at the Humane Society.
It is. It's kitten season, so we're currently caring for over 200 kittens. These are a couple of the kittens that we have at the shelter. This is Notorious, CAT, and Brad Kit. The girls
I would
got
love
creative with their names.
to know how y'all come up with the names. I guess when you have that many coming in every year, it's a little bit like naming the hurricanes. You just have to go through the alphabet over and over.
Exactly, yeah, and we have a lot of names repeat throughout the year, too.
So it's no secret for folks who've been watching the show, we took in a couple of foster kittens from you and cried when we had to give them back, but I realized the longer I held on to them at my house, the harder it was going to be for them to get adopted. So we loved on them and got them socialized, and now they're back up for you to adopt, and the timing could not have been better because right now y'all have got a special going on, right?
Yeah, so we have our 2-for adoption event where you can adopt 2 cats for the price of 1. So that's $50, and it includes spay and neuter surgery, vaccines, and a microchip for both cats. And there's a lot of good reasons to get 2 cats as opposed to 1 because they kind of have each other to play with. As you know, they can be kind of wild, so having each other, like when you're sleeping and things like that, they have each other to play with instead of always looking to you for that attention.
Well, yeah, I mean, and we'll talk about the 2 that you brought this morning, but the 2 that we had, they must have been from the same litter, and they were 2 little black kittens, and the boy was really just a lover. He would have been happy to just sit and cuddle with you all day. The girl was another matter, but she made him get spunky, and if she had not been around, I think he would have been kind of lethargic.
Yeah, especially with siblings, they go home really well together because they kind of match each other's personality. Like you might have a wild child and then you might have a calm one.
Yeah.
So they kind of help each other's needs that way.
Okay, let's talk about these 2. Are they from the same litter?
These 2 are from the same litter. They're 2 months old. They're both super cute, as you can see. They'd be really good to go home together. They really love each other. They like to play, and I catch them sleeping in a little cuddle puddle together all the time. But they're both really beautiful, really sweet kittens.
So I was trying to look at the 2 that we had, and I'll look at these as well. 2 months old, they seem like they're kind of big, Taylor. Do you think they're going to become big cats, or how do you tell?
You know, it's really hard to tell with kittens. They usually have about an average size, and then it kind of depends on how much you feed them. Cats, if they're older when they get neutered, they're a little bit more likely to be bigger. But I think these guys will probably be about an average house cat size.
So what you're doing is you're having this buy one get one. So you get 2 cats for $50. That in and of itself is a great deal. You throw in the confidence of knowing that the cats are healthy when they're adopted, plus what else do they get before you take them home?
The spay and neuter surgery, which at a vet would cost close to $200, so that's for both cats. All their vaccines, they've all been vetted and make sure that they don't have any health problems. Some of them have been like your cats in foster homes, so they're already used to people, and they're ready to just go home and be loved on and live happily ever after.
I'm all about experiences these days. I mean, you're having to find them where you can as COVID continues to linger, but my husband and I were talking about the fact that we'll never forget having fostered those kittens, and he's allergic, so the fact that he would let us do it was quite an act of
That's
love.
awesome.
But I guess with 200 kittens, you can still use some fosters, can't you?
Oh, absolutely. And like you said, it's really fun. It's especially for kids that are out of school in the summer. It's kind of a project they can have and something they can be proud of too, that they took care of the kittens until they were ready to find their forever home. And it is hard to let them go, especially like I was saying for your
I
first
cried.
fosters. But you know, after that, like you said, you'll always remember them, and you know that because of you, they stayed healthy and they were able to find a happy home and live happily ever after.
So you are not putting a real strict limit on this buy one get one, because it's going on through August 1st.
Yes.
It's called 2 Fur. That's pretty cute. But they're coming to the Humane Society to do it, right?
Yes. So you can actually go to our website, heschat.org, and view all of the cats we have available, and then you can fill out an online application, and from that we'll give you a call and set up an appointment so we can spend one-on-one time with you and make sure you meet cats that are going to go well together in your home. And we've been doing that during COVID, but it's worked out really, really well because we've been able to spend a lot of time with adopters, talking to them about their needs and their lifestyle. And I think it's really helped us match more people with just the right pet for them.
There are people, Taylor, who might not be able to handle two.
Right.
So if you have, let's say, two siblings who have their own apartments or friends or something, can they come and both adopt but still get the 2-for-1 price?
I think we could do that.
Okay. But again, you can kind of walk through because some of them do get a bond and you might not want some of them to be separated. Is that true?
Right. With some animals, more so dogs, we do have bonded pairs, and when we know that they're a bonded pair, we do make sure that they get to go home together. They kind of need each other, especially dogs that have maybe been through traumatic past and things like that. They don't function without the other one. So in those cases, we do always make sure they go home together. Most kittens are going to be okay to be separated, and if you already have a cat at home that you know gets along with another cat, then in that case you might just want to adopt one.
I was very impressed too. I wasn't expecting it, but I was very impressed when I got there to take the Fosters home, and Susan, is that her name?
Yes.
Who one of the volunteers, and she said, here's your litter and your cat box and your food. I mean, you provide everything, but taking care of a cat is not a real expensive endeavor.
No, it's not. It's definitely a little bit more affordable and a lot easier than dogs because you're not having to do those daily walks and things like that. But mostly as long as they have food and litter and some toys and you to play with and love on, they're happy and easy to please.
Okay, so if you want to take advantage, and by the way, what are these ones' names again?
Notorious CAT and Brad Kit.
Okay, so which one's the girl?
The white one is the girl and Brad Kit is the little gray kitten.
Okay, so if you want to go and check out these two or any of the others, the best thing is to go to the Facebook page or the website.
Go to our website and go ahead and fill out an adoption application. Even if you're not sure what cats you want, that just lets us go ahead and contact you to set up an appointment to introduce you to some cats.
Okay, and then in the meantime, the buy one, get one, the 2-fur is going on through August 1st. And do y'all need any supplies? I mentioned the food and the litter that you were able to provide me as a foster. Do you need those kinds of donations coming in?
Kitten litter especially is always really helpful. We always actually need liquid laundry detergent. We do about 20 loads of laundry a day, with towels and blankets and things like that for the animals to keep them clean and healthy. So that's something we always need.
And carriers, can you use carriers?
We can definitely use carriers. Little pop-ups, things like this are great because we give them to fosters so they can kind of have them contained in their home if they have other pets and want to keep them kind of separated.
Well, we couldn't take them out today. Normally we would be able to do that if we were in the studio, but we're still having to be outside because of COVID, and we were afraid they would run away if we took them out. So hopefully you had a clear view of them and got your Monday smile. We'll have another Monday smile for you as well as the show goes along. Thank you, Taylor.
Thanks, Julie.
Bye, fellas. We're back after this.
When I got hurt in a car wreck, I had so many questions.